guys, today we're going to find out who the best three-point shooter is on the Cleveland Cavaliers. The rules are simple. As part of my tournament to find the best shooter in the league according to 2K Science, I'll be having the top 6 shooters from each team according to 2K 3-point ratings compete to take the top spot. The winner from each team and the next 6 best scores moves on to take on the rest of the league in a final showdown for the ultimate crown. So now let's meet the contestants for today's competition. Today's competitors are JJ Berea, Darius Garland, Kevin Love, Colin Sexton, Taurian Prince, and none other than Larry Nance Jr. Who do you think is going to be the best shooter? Leave it in the comments down below. Remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Personally, I think it's going to be Kevin Love. With that being said, let's get into the video. Alright, we got the All-Star Game 2021 with your Cleveland Cavaliers in the 3-point contest. Today we have your Cavaliers. Now they might not be winning in the standings and they might not even have a chance in the playoffs. But today, one of them will advance into the final round of 36. Let's see who it is. Let me know who you think the best shooter is, and let's get right into it. Starting off with the man, none other than JJ Berea. Is he playing in the NBA? I don't know. 2K says he is. Personally, I think he's probably retired already because I feel like he's 80 years old. But here he is shooting for them anyways. Hilarious if he advances. I highly doubt it. 2K says he's the second best shooter on the Cavs, and he's proving maybe that could be the case if the Cavs shoot 0. Looks like he's shooting a 2-piece, which is good enough for maybe advancing on this team because it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. No disrespect to anyone who's a Cleveland Cavaliers fan. You had a championship. You beat my Warriors. No ill will towards you guys, but you don't need another championship. And it looks like Berea is not going to be doing much with his shots. He missed most of his shots, actually. He might not even break double digits. As I say that, he probably just will break double digits because why not? There he goes with 11. Is 11 good enough? Probably not. 4.2 seconds remaining. He could have slowed down a little bit. Next up, we have Darius Garland. And let's see what he can do. Oh, I like how he shoots. It's not a bad shot. Got a big left elbow. Holding it on his right hip. Well, right towards his right earlobe, I guess. It's a little long, but you know, getting 3 in the first rack is not bad. Getting 5, 6, 8. You know what? This guy, he's ranked as the best shooter on the team, and he just might prove it actually. I might be wrong with my Kevin Love choice, but you know, I say that with experience comes championships. And he has a championship, so why not choose Kevin Love? Back to the action, we have Darius Garland though, and he's got himself 13 points, which should be, I don't want to call it too early, but should be good enough to get to the next round. He's not making too many, but what I've noticed is you don't have to make too many to make it to the next round in this game. So Darius with the 16-pointer, made many money balls. I think he's going to move on. Kevin Love, old man Kevin Love, I swear the Switch graphics make them look terrible with their beards. I don't know what to say, it just doesn't have the capabilities of the PS5, 4, or the Xbox, but it is what it is. This is the Switch, and this is what we're playing on. Anyways, back to the action. Kevin Love has 4. He's ranked as 4th best on the team, and he's shooting his money ball rack really early. If I remember correctly, Darius Garland had double digits and Kevin Love is got double digits right now. Ooh, this is looking good. You know what? His shot looks good. It's held at a good release point. He's shooting fairly consistent, missing a lot now. But to be honest, it doesn't look like a terrible shot. It looks like he can move on, which is a good sign for my pick, as I haven't missed a pick. I've had 3 of 3 individuals move on as the best shooter on the team, and I'm hoping to get a 4th right here with Sir Kevin Love, who looks like he's going to be the leader of the Cleveland Cavaliers into the final round, because 19 should guarantee you a spot. Kevin Love with a perfect final rack. Good job, boy. Colin Sexton's up next. He can't shoot on the floor that much, but he's much improved this year, and he's starting off with his money ball rack, which is a crazy and yet pretty aggressive way to attack it. You either make them or you're just hoping to get lucky, and he missed 2 of, or no, he missed 3 of them. That's not a good start, especially if you're going to put that first. People don't usually put it first because you want to warm up, and unfortunately, sometimes if you're not warmed up and you get rid of your money balls, it's not the greatest look, especially if you can't make too many of them. But sometimes if you get a perfect rack, it's a good way to get yourself momentum into the next racks. Now that he's on, he has 7 points, and if I look down, he is the 6th best shooter on the team, so it's not expected that he moves on. Turn the lights on every time. It looks like he has 12 points, and that might actually be good enough to move on, actually. So even though he is the 6th best ranked, 17 points is 2nd on the team right now. Putting JJ Berea in a little bit of trouble. With that being said, the newly acquired from a couple months ago, Taurian Prince. He was always a fun sight in Atlanta, and then a little bit of a role player on the Nets. But now he's on Cleveland, and he's been carving himself a role where he can shoot some threes, because on the team he's ranked as the 3rd best shooter, and I can see why. He has a pretty fairly decent stroke, and it's not looking too bad, to be honest. It's honestly a little slow, but for gameplay, if you're playing in a game, he's a pretty nice spot-up shooter. But in terms of the three-point contest, this could be a little bit of a negative because he's not going to get all the shots up. With all that being said, he has a pretty fairly decent score of 10, and at least his money ball rack is not his last rack, which is a good sign. At least he can get as much out of it as possible. He's got to shoot these last 2 a little quick. At least make this. He doesn't. 12. It's not the worst. It's not the best either. Get this one up there. That's the last shot. Like I said, it didn't look so quick. Sorry, Taurian. I know it hurts. You're holding the ball. Smile a little bit. Last up, we have ourselves Larry Nance Jr. And no, this is not the dunk contest. This is the 3-point contest. So, what do we expect from Nance? Not much. He's the 5th best shooter on the team, and quite frankly, I'm not entirely sure if he can even... Oh, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's 4, and that's a good score right now. He's got a money ball. If he can get to 10 right now, he has a very good chance of moving on. That's 8. That's not necessarily 10, but you know what? I'll take it, especially for Larry Nance. It's not a dunk contest, it's a 3-point shooting contest, so let's see what he can do. Oh, that was a very good come up. 4 shots out of 5 in the 3rd rack. Looks like he only needs to make a couple here and he's in good shape. 13 should be good. I forget what the score is to move on, and I don't know. We'll see what it is. I think it's 15, honestly, so he's gonna have to make a couple. He's missed 7 in a row, 8 in a row. And this is a 9 in a row. You gotta make this. Dude, he missed the last 2 racks. That's not good. You don't deserve it. You missed 10 shots in a row. Kevin Love is moving on along with Sexton and Garland. Let's find out who the best shooter on the Cleveland Cavaliers is. First up, Darius Garland, the #1 ranked shooter on the team. Let's see if he can regain that title. And he starts off right away with the money ball rack again. And he's made 2 of them. That's a great start. Get 3. That's 3. Get 4. Ooh, that's a dagger. 4 money balls is a really good start. It almost begs to say that he doesn't have to actually make much else. 10 points after 2 racks. It's really good, and he's well on pace. He shoots really quick. Smooth, silky smooth. This might be your winner, guys. 14 points. Oh man, he's gonna break 20 easy. If you don't break 20, you're not a good shooter at this point because you have so much opportunity to do so. He really might not do it, guys. I spoke a little too early. There it is. It looks like he's a side shooter because he's making these now. At least he's going to get 19, right? Wrong, 17. Okay. Well, after a start of 8, yeah, got 9 points out of the next 20 shots. Not the best. Not the worst. Next up, we have Colin Sexton, the 6th best shooter on the team. So we go from the 1st to the 6th. Let's see what happens here, though, because anything can happen. And looks like he's got 3 of them. That's not bad, to be honest. And money ball rack. You get to 10 here, it's pretty good. And you can't get to 10, that doesn't make logical sense. Mathematics, Michael. And he made 1. Wow. That's going to be very tough to move on to the next. Well, actually, to move and be the finalists on the team. You gotta at least make some shots. At this point, he's not playing to be the best shooter on the team. He's playing to make it and qualify as the second best, to possibly make it as the top 6 to move on apart from the leader, because he's not breaking 17. He is not going to be your leader, and he won't even get to 15, so it's no chance. Sorry, 10's not good enough. You're not making it. You're not even going to qualify. We won't even write that score down. Sorry, Colin. See you next year. Last up, we have my chosen individual, Kevin Love. Even though he's 4th best on the team, I'm hoping that he passes 17 to keep my record at 4 for 4 in terms of choosing the right individual. And so far, he is. Got a good first rack, 4 points. 4 points is nice. Moneyball rack. You do not want to mess this up, especially when Garland went 4 for 5 on his Moneyball rack. So you at least have to hit 3 of them, and he's hit 3 of them. Okay, that's 10. 7 points away from being crowned the champion of the Cleveland Cavaliers. And from what I remember, Kevin Love hits straightaway 3s, but apparently on 2K he just bricks them, because that was 4 misses. It looks like he's going to have to shape up and start making some shots on the side. If you guys remember, Kevin Love had a individual point where he had 35 points in a quarter. Maybe it was 32. I forget what it was, but it was a pretty amazing sight. Anyways, back to the contest. He is at 16. He needs this to go in tied, and then for the win. No, we have a tie. It looks like we're going to have a shoot-off, 30-second shoot-off. It looks like it's Kevin Love versus Garland in the shoot-off for the championship. Wow, this is as exciting as it gets. Who do you guys think is going to move on? Is it Love? Is it Garland? It looks like Garland's going to be up first, and he's shooting his shot. The thing I don't like about it is I see his Moneyball rack. It's in the 3rd rack, and if he can't get there in time, it would be a waste of an effort. Did he just shoot a perfect rack? This guy might be your representative. That is really good. The only issue I have is, well, he just missed every single shot on the second one, and he's shooting his Moneyball rack on the 3rd. That is, he's pressing. He made 10. That's honestly, for 30 seconds, not bad, especially with the perfect first rack, but he only got through 3 money balls. Kevin Love, I don't know where you're putting your money balls, but you're going to have to put them in the first 2 racks, and he put it in the 3rd one too. Oh no, this is going to be very close, guys. I don't know. We're going to have to see what happens. He needs this. That's tough. This is it. It looks like Garland is moving on. Dude, he's not even picking up the ball fast enough. You got to pick. He's got to make them all. He's just got to make them all. He's got to make them all. You got to make this. That's it. That's it, guys. He needs 3 of these, and he has no time. Sorry, Kevin. That's it. You are not the best on the team. We are going to keep his score of 17. He might make it into the next top 6 in terms of scores to move on to the top 36. But right now, your champion, Darius Garland, is the best shooter on the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is your winner in the 3-point contest. He's moving on to the round of 36. Kevin Love has a chance. We'll see what happens in the future. But right now, it's all about Darius Garland. He is your 3-point champion on the Cleveland Cavaliers. So, if you like what you see, subscribe, comment down below, like the video, and remember, I'll see you guys in the next one where we see the other 29 teams who will move on. Thank you. See you next time.
That's alright. Hush.